Hello Libra, and welcome to your July 2022 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. This month you come into the month with the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. This is really understanding basically your worth, how secure, comfortable, confident in what you bring to the table, in what you have access to, in the support and the engagement you have towards what you want to do, your capacity to receive. This is a balanced root chakra. Okay, so the understanding of what it means to be either in an enemy world out here where I have to be in the fight or flight, or I am in a secure, nurturing place that can provide everything I need, that I myself, I am enough, and I allow abundance to come through me, and my overflow will be given in a balanced way outside of me. And that's how the universe works. That is the understanding, or the key point in the beginning of the month, that you come in the month of July with this inside of you. After that, I think you're going to have this big realization here. Because of this, I have the Tower, and I have the Three of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So the thing is that if in the past, when it came to your security, your inner Queen of Pentacles, okay, that it's normal to be supported, it's normal to have the best of the best, and it's normal to, I know what I am and who I am and what I want to build and offer, all of this state of being. If for you was associated more with a Three of Swords, disappointments when it came to that, sorrows, disappointments where things weren't balanced, maybe you were more in the Five of Pentacles where you gave a lot more than what you received, or in the Seven of Pentacles where you invested and didn't see the results of your investments. Three of Swords. The Tower is there because you get a huge understanding, and the way you used to govern your life, build things to try and attain a goal, will be disrupted, let's say, or destroyed. It will not happen that way anymore. You don't die from it. It's just that you're going to rebuild in a different way. And at the same time, the Tower always comes with this shower of, you see those little golden nuggets there in the shape of the letter Yod in Hebrew, which means the hand or the finger of God, a direction, a download. I understand now the difference between these two. Here I am walking around with beliefs that hurt my heart, that put a great cloud around me. Here, my water, it's not a gray cloud, it's a rainbow. There's light in every drop of my water, of my cups. They are in the air, and what I receive from others are their higher vibrations and not sources of sorrows and disappointments. And when I say others, it's this, from my environment, okay? At the Ten of Cups, we can see and feel joy out of everything. So the Tower is there to readjust this because of what you've understood. And so at the end of the month, we have here, they're kind of showing a split. So that tells me that these are the energies that are accessible for you to understand that and ultimately make a choice. And the choice will be into what you're going to start to expect. The Three of Wands, it is what comes towards us. He sees the boats on the horizon coming towards him, which are the results of his past decisions, Two of Wands, and his investments and things like that. Now, what does he expect in the bowels of these boats? Does he expect? He's not sure. Maybe abundance, maybe more sorrow. Maybe abundance, maybe more sorrow. Five of Wands, all conflicted inside. Does he expect conflict? Does he expect that things will not be going like an Eight of Wands or a Four of Wands? Or does he expect that everything will be clear, it will be a celebration of life, his willpower is strong, solid, upright, opening the portal to happiness, to connections with the other, connections with the universe, connection with the divine. This is 11. So at the end of the month, you'll still be a bit in front of what do I expect. A big part of manifestation is what do we expect. We send, this is, let's say, there's a car coming towards me. Not I want a car, because of course you're going to stay in the wants all the time. We know that. But then it's what you're expecting. I'm saying this on Monday, but on Tuesday I'm like, I'll never get the car. I never get good things or whatever. So the fire that is supposed to be the motor driving that intention in the universe is all over the place. So what am I expecting? And as I am expecting, I can be in grace and acknowledgement and gratefulness because it's coming towards me. That is the Three of Wands. It's that state of being. So it would be to your advantage to be in the Four of Wands at the end of the month. So I say that here under our Six of Pentacle and the Queen of Pentacle. When I say it's you understand it, it's because under it I have the Ace of Swords. I get now that concept. I understand it. Nine of Cups. It's all about how I feel. If I feel like this, I get this. If I feel like this, and that I am filled, and it is coming towards me, there's something about this that you're understanding, Libra. Under our Tower and our Ten of Cups or Three of Swords, I have the Knight of Swords. So maybe you get it. It's like, yes, I feel I get it during the month, and that's why the Tower will fall. It's because you're really going to grasp that sword and you're going to move it around. Move it around in a wise way. Here's the Hermit. So not as much, because often the Knight of Swords can be reactionary, I just discovered this and I am not taking it anymore and I'm cutting your head. But with the Hermit, this is like, this is my new truth and I'm going to go step by step, following my inner wisdom to rebuild my new reality and the way I bring my fire. Because I'm understanding something here. And so that's why in that row of, Ace of Sword, Knight of Sword, here we have, again, in that row, double. I have Knight of Wands or Four of Sword. So some of you at the end of the month, you will still be holding that sword and still be analyzing and healing from your Three of Swords. Okay? Yes, now I see why I was disappointed, how I've hurt myself walking with three swords in my heart. And others of you will be, oh my God, I get it now, and I'm out of here. Like Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, these are the, super fast knights. Knight of Wands, he doesn't care about the past anymore. What is done is done. And he doesn't even care about the future consequences. He's in the here and now with his passion. This is it. You can be sure that this guy is choosing this. And this guy, well, he's not completely healed, so his wands are still conflicted about it. He hasn't matured from his pain yet. So, and Nine of Cups, Hermit. Here, what do we have? We have a little story in a way, because here we have those two packages, okay? One is the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, we know that this is when I'm moving into actions, and now I'm dancing with the universe. The universe is not a source of sorrow and disappointments. The disappointments and the sorrows, they came from 1 + 1 = 2. But now that I understand that I don't have to be part of the equation, now I can be this, because this is just a state of being and doing, acting accordingly, then the results will be different. And there I gain faith again, my alignment is direct, and I start making moves and dancing with the universe, dancing with, if I had a project, if I had whatever. This is when one move leads to another, and there we are in this beautiful dance that creates like a step ladder, bringing us higher and higher. And here I have the Seven of Wands and the Six, so it's like 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's the dance with the Six of Cup. We have the Six of Cup because in a way this is actually going to heal your heart chakra. This is going to heal the past hurts and disappointments, so that they stop hindering you. Because in a way, you're kind of, that's part of the tower falling. You're going to understand how, oh my God, I would never be able to reach my goals because this is hindering me. Carrying this is hindering me. It puts me on my defensive. It puts that my energy is always in trying not to be disappointed and hurt because that's what I'm expecting. Instead, it's like, I understand the lesson. I'm coming back from war. I'm putting down my weapon because now it is within me. I know my worth. I know who I am. Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands. I don't have to prove anything anymore. I am not in conflict anymore. It is done. Now I am in action. So that big understanding is what is going to move the wheel of fortune for you, my beautiful Libras, because we understand that the wheel cannot turn if, here the Sphinx with the sword, if we cannot understand why this was our karma. And karma, when I say karma, I mean in a sense of the wheel, in the sense of I perceive that way, therefore I make certain decisions because of my perception. I get certain results that feed my belief, that influences my perception, that dictates my decisions, my actions, that gives the results that, like this. It's a grasp of consciousness. That's why here the little snake of consciousness will rise instead of just time passing, being eaten by Chronos. It's the law of nature. It's the law of the divine. It's the law of this matrix. So you're gonna Wheel of Fortune, change matrix. So this is beautiful. The fact that you're going to be conscious about it, you're going to be able to actually make the choice of yes or no for you. Am I ready to be in my Eight of Wands? Okay, let's clarify this for you, Libra. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Libras for the month of July 2022. Okay, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. This is where your conflict was coming. It's like a lack of belief of the balance of the universe. Probably because you didn't live it before. 4 of Pentacles, this is when we don't trust that we will receive. See the difference? This guy is rich, okay? This guy is not really rich. He's basic. He may look, you know, the part, but he is, he has a fear of lack inside of him. Not as much as the 5 of Pentacles, but he learned to be safe. And he often meets people that are safe in that sense. When the gate is open for abundance within ourselves, and that we don't feel like I better store because I might lack in the future, because that's what I'm expecting, it just flows. And we're in that conscious belief that I am infinitely provided, ruled by Venus. That's his belief. He can receive without thinking he owes anything to anybody. I can receive the best of the best from the universe. This is just my natural state of being. Or I better watch everything that I have. So when it comes to investing ourselves or opening ourselves to people, connections and things like that, what are you coming to take? We might be conflicted about it. Let's look at that Tower. Yeah, the Tower comes at a divine timing, because this is Temperance, because now you are ready for that Tower to come down. That means for that truth to arrive, a truth about here, our 1111, our portal to abundance, and the Page of Wands to that new way of bringing your fire, Libra, of bringing your willpower, your fire, your energy. How am I bringing this energy into this world? From a place of solidity of my worth and my value. Not of fear, of lacking, of not being enough. So ultimately, it all depends on how ready you are. Ultimately, you will turn the page on this old belief that brought sorrows and choppy waters and all of that. You'll take your wand to turn the page, and of course, like I was saying, ultimately it's going to be a decision at the end of the month. 2 of Swords and the Lovers. This is really the 2 cards of decisions in the tarot. They were showing us the decision. The decision dictates, what will be your truth and what you will be inspired by, here, your divine feminine looking at the angel from your higher self, will dictate what you expect, therefore will dictate what will be your next dynamic, your growth, where your growth is going to go. Is it going to be stopped there because that guy's already slow, or is it going to move towards a beautiful Eight of Wands where things will start happening? But there's the principle of turning the page. Once we know really what happened, it's a bit like, oh my God, I've just discovered that, you know, I was paying for a subscription of something that really cost a lot, and that's why I was struggling for the past 5 years, and I didn't even know that money was going there, and now I'm conscious about it. What do I do? Well, that's why the Knight of Swords will be there. You're going to cut that subscription and you're going to get back your money. You're going to understand that's why I was struggling. So I can turn the page now because I understand my part in it. I just wasn't conscious of how I was participating in these sorrows and disappointments. So here, let's look at that Ace of Swords. Let's look at that understanding. Yeah, well, the understanding will make you bring down the Tower. Linked to the Emperor. Linked to your divine masculine. And here I have the Tower. We're not surprised here. It's like you're getting something, and this is the principle that once I see, I cannot unsee. Once I understand something, I cannot fake not understanding it anymore. I have no choice but to pass into action because this affects directly how I manifest my life. I understand it. Ace of Sword, Ace of Sword. And it actually brings me an Ace of Pentacle. So that's why I'm not surprised. You're going to go from, you know, here 4, 5, 6. So I wouldn't be surprised that that lack made you safe because of not trusting. But there's a beautiful pentacle here for your next 10 of Pentacles cycle. Okay? And the Emperor is there because when you look at the Tower and you see that there's a crown being kicked out, it's the crown of your Emperor. Okay? It's the same crown. And this is to tell you, because it's our masculine side that learned how to manage our universe, our reality, our empire, you know, how I invest myself, how I build, how I grow and all of that. It's our masculine side. So if your masculine side was like this, you probably had a hard time actually being able to trust, to grow, without always having to be on the I have to protect myself kind of thing. So this is going to change. 9 of Cups. Yeah. Justice will come into your empire because your truth, how you are going to express yourself, how your verb is going to manifest, is going to be from a balanced place. You understand mentally how to, you know, you're taking that sword and now you're a king, how to bring balance back into your life so that there's happiness and contentment in it. Let's look at that Knight of Swords. So the 2 towers are already out, but I know that it's grasping that understanding that makes you turn your wheel of fortune and makes you turn the page. There it is. Because you have, like I was saying, you have wisdom with that Knight of Swords. He's not just cutting here and there to hurt with his new truth. He's actually doing it with wisdom. Therefore, that is what is going to allow him to turn the page, to come into peace with what has happened. Six of Wands, not having to prove anything anymore. Let's look at that Emperor. Not Emperor, but Hermit. Two of Wands. There it is, the decision. And you see that the Hermit has a wand also in his hand. So do I continue to act, direct myself in the way I've always done? Or do I go outside of my comfort zone that is dictated by my inner light, by my understanding here that I got? King of Pentacles, of how I manage my Pentacle world, my reality. So, Knight of Wands, Four of Swords. Here we still are in a 2. So you won't do it in a month, okay? Some of you, yes. Others of you, maybe it's going to drag into August, or, you know, free will. That nothing is pre-written. We are masters of our lives. So, Four of Swords or Nine of Cups. Some of you will still be, there's another 2, juggling about these 2 concepts. Some of you will actually be able to turn the page and embrace completely this new vibration. Now this is who I am. Now this is my story. Now I can allow abundance, and I know my worth and who I am. And I am content and happy. Because it's contentment is a state of being. Even if I went through hell, right now I can choose to be content within myself. I can be content locked up in a cell, in a prison somewhere. If I am in a here and now, and I choose to rise my vibration. It's shitty because we want to be content because we have what we want. But we can have what we want when we decide to be content and expecting it in that high vibration. So it's kind of a reversed way of seeing things. Being before having and receiving. Let's look at that. Six of Wands, Six of Cups, and Eight of Wands. This is, Wheel of Fortune again. So we finish with two wheels of fortune, okay, in the bottom of the deck. And here I have the Ace of Wands. So Ace of Cup. So see, our seven of Wands is finishing 10 of Wands. That's it. It's the end, because that way of doing things is already, it's not gonna give more. Ace of Cup, Ace of Wands. It's there for you if you want. And here I have the Two of Cups. For some of you, all of this is really in your relationships, okay? Well, you do rule the house of partnerships. So this can really be in how you invest yourself in your relationships and things like that. In your connections, in your friendships, and all of this. And the Two of Cups, it's all of our connections, even your family. 10 of Pentacles here. And this is the opportunity to grow and transmute from these relationships, from the old dynamic where it was maybe more like this. I will not open myself too much, because when it came to the connections in my life, it was more this than this. But now I understand what part of my own dynamic created that, or allowed that to happen. Anyway, that grasp of consciousness that you have this month, I'm already at 29 minutes. Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be called Wheel of Fortune. So on this, my beautiful Libras, I thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. It would really help. If you want a private reading, there's a description in the plus section under. There's an email. You write to me, I write to you back. I will never put my phone number in the comment section. Thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, on every new moon, I do a ceremony to thank you and give you back. On this, all my love and light. And I'll see you next month.